My name is Lauren D'Ambrosio, and I am playing Maria in The Sound of Music. Maria is a free spirit who is trying to find where she is going to thrive. She initially spends much of her life thinking she is going to be a nun and doing everything she can to be a good nun, and it's just not the right fit. But when the Reverend Mother sends her off to be a governess to the 7 Von Trapp children, she finds her place. Coming to see the show is going to be very different than seeing the film. There are some differences in pacing, songs are in slightly different places, and my favorite thing about the show is it is much more forwardly political than the film is. In the film, a lot of what's going on in the world is kind of in the background because they're focused on the family. In the show, it is brought to the forefront and it makes it unable to be missed. And I believe that that makes the captain a much stronger character because you see exactly what he's up against and he pushes it away and says, no, that's not good. That's not good enough for me, my family, or my country, and I'm not going to bend the knee. This show remains relevant today because it is ultimately for the family a story of recovering from grief. These children have lost their mother, the captain has lost his wife, and they are trying to move forward in any different way. And of course, it is also extremely relevant because of our current political climate, which is largely polarizing, and it's very difficult for people on the ground to find where they can speak up and where they can make moves to help make a difference. But in the show, they make it very clear that if you're just hanging back and waiting for things to get better, it probably won't. And I played Pegeen in MAME here with SBMT in 2018. I was also part of the dance ensemble, which was very, very fun. Pegeen is a bit of a deus ex machina so that the man has someone to marry at the end of the show, but it was a good time. My favorite song in the show is one that is not included in the film. It's called There's No Way to Stop It. And it's a discussion between Frau Schrader, Max, and the captain, discussing the reality of the politics of the world and trying to figure out how they should react. And they say, there's no way to stop it, so we should just wait and let it blow over. And that is not a good enough answer for the captain. The talent in this cast is mesmerizing. The wall of sound that comes from our nun ensemble is chill-inducing every single time. They are singing incredible, complex 4-part harmonies throughout the entire show, and it's always my favorite part to listen to. And my favorite individual moment in the show is probably when the captain is singing Edelweiss during the concert and his family joins in to help him sing the song because he gets very emotional. I have been performing in Bay Area theater for quite a long time, coming up on 15 years, I believe. And most recently, I was in 12th Night at Los Altos Stage Company. I was in the ensemble, but I also got to play 4 or 5 different instruments. The wonderful director said to a band kid, "Oh, Lauren, just do what you want." And that opened up a door for a lot of wonderful chaos. And it was so great. I am a musician first. I started in my public school's after-school band program and after-school choir. I was a clarinetist from when I was about 9 all the way up through college. I've picked up other woodwinds along the way. And I originally only ever anticipated being in the pit for most shows. And it wasn't until I was a little bit older that I thought, oh, hey, being on stage is kind of fun too. I'm going to keep doing that. And I owe a lot of it to public art programs, public schools, and the first music teacher who started it off and introduced me to the sound of music when I was 9, Miss Peggy Rahman. I am really playing the guitar. We only play a little bit in this show. It's enough that I can handle. I could finger pick a bit more. I personally am still hoping that we can add in dueling guitars between Maria and the captain, but I guess you'll have to come see the show to see if that gets added in. Please come see The Sound of Music. It is a wonderful show. It is a classic for a reason. There's a reason why the world is going crazy for the 60th anniversary of the film, and this is a chance to see where it all began. Our show runs from September 27th to October 18th. We are at the Saratoga Civic Theater in Saratoga, And we hope that you will join us on the mountains. What you're hearing now is our lovely, calm, and quiet director.